Just a second here. All right, welcome to the Fox's Den, everybody. I'm your host, Brent Edwards, and tonight we are so excited to talk about full day kindergarten. We'll take the next 15 to 20 minutes, and we have some wonderful guests around that you can see here. We have Dr. Lynn Burks, Board of Education President, Dr. Tim Shimp, District 115 Superintendent. We have Dr. Leslie Cresson, K-8 Teaching and Learning Coordinator, and we have Corey Maynard, Early Childhood Coordinator, and we also have Stephanie Anderson, the kindergarten teacher, to talk about full day kindergarten throughout the next 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Just a little bit of information here. If for whatever reason you know someone who is not able to join us tonight at 6 o'clock, this session will be archived on our Facebook page. So anyone that's not able to join us, they can watch it at their leisure anytime and at another time. Also, if you have questions, please use your Facebook comment section to ask questions. And if we get to them, we'll do our best to answer a few of those tonight. But don't worry, if we don't follow up this evening, we will follow up with your questions in the next few days. So please feel free to ask questions as we move along. Having said that, let's get started. All right, welcome back. So, you know what the crazy thing is? Let me get this right here. So, last night at the Board of Education meeting, the board approved the addition of full day kindergarten for our District 115, and it was met with a wonderful applause. It was really quite a moment. In fact, over this past weekend, Dr. Burks, I'm going to kick this first one to you. Over this last weekend, I was talking to my neighbor across the fences. And I said, hey, listen, the district's they're thinking about approving full day kindergarten. And he was like, I can't believe this is going to be amazing. He has a young child getting ready in the next 2 or 3 years to go to kindergarten. He goes, this is going to be a game changer. So having said that, Dr. Burks, I've heard that full day kindergarten is a game changer for most districts or for all districts. How long has this been in the process or in the works with our district? And please share your thoughts on how this could be a game changer for our district.
Well, thanks, Brent. We really have been talking about all-day kindergarten probably for the last 20 years. And we've just been limited by space or, resources and things like that. So to be at this point in this district, to be able to offer all-day kindergarten for all children is just incredible. We in the past, we always struggled with only being able to maybe have a small percent of our families have access to this opportunity. So at this moment, it is such a proud moment to be able to know that every family will have the opportunity to have access to this programming. And you're going to hear from the panel today just about the ability to have such a more holistic, systematic approach to early childhood. And there's empirical research all over that talks about the long-term benefits of being able to really huddle around these students at this early age. Their minds are sponges, and just the opportunity to be able to know them more, to have them all day, and for each of the schools to really get to know those early learners at such an earlier point in time in their learning journey.
Well, that's great. Thank you for that. That insight is amazing. Talking about the students themselves, let's the next question will be for Stephanie Anderson. Stephanie, what are you most excited about hearing about full day kindergarten coming your way? And then talk a little bit about what that typical day would be like.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie Anderson, and I am one of the Yorkville kindergarten teachers. On behalf of my kindergarten teammates and I across the district, I want to share with you how excited we are and thankful to offer full day kindergarten. Transitioning to full day kindergarten gives us as teachers the gift of time to get to know one set of students and their families, time to dive deeper into the standards, and teach the full day curriculum we have always taught and not feel rushed. Time to work one-on-one or in small groups with students and meet them where they are at. And our kindergarten students will benefit from this gift of time as well. They will get to go to PE class every day instead of once every 4 days. They will also be able to go to ILT music and art every other day, whereas before they were going once every 4 days, just like PE. They will be able to experience 2 recesses and lunch. And they will also engage in one-on-one time with us and in a small group with their teacher more often and for longer chunks of time. And last but not least, our incoming kindergartners have exploratory play for 45 minutes every single day. So we are so excited and cannot wait until August.
That's awesome. In fact, I think it looks like you may have some fans here. Let's Mrs. Anderson is one of the best. Can't wait for my future kindergarten to be in the class. So that's awesome. Thank you for that comment. And there's another comment that says from Billy Mack, this is awesome and exciting. A big win for the kids. It really looks like everyone's getting very excited. With that, Dr. Shimpa, we do have a question for you next. Will kindergarten be located at specific locations?
So we are working very hard right now to finalize our building usage and our capacity issues across the district. Our greatest hope is that each of the kindergarten programs and classrooms will be within their neighborhood home schools. But there might be some buildings in which we have to look to add a section or two at another school. So as the numbers come in with registration and our enrollment numbers are determined over the next few weeks, we hope, we're certainly wanting our families to register as quickly as possible and as soon as possible so that we can not only look at our staffing needs for adding teachers, but also then to identify exactly those buildings and those classrooms we're going to use. So our early childhood students are leaving Circle Center, Bristol Grade, and Yorkville Grade to our new early learning center that will be renovated over the summer. So that's going to leave room at those schools as well as each of our elementary buildings. So we're very excited about that possibility. And I think as more information comes the next 2 weeks, we'll be able to communicate back with our community exactly where those sections will be for a full day.
Thank you. Thank you. You mentioned about registration. So I'm going to jump down to Dr. Cresson real quick and ask you that question here. What if I already registered my student for half-day kindergarten and now I hear about this full day? What's that process like?
Yeah. So if you've already registered your child for half-day kindergarten, you will be auto-enrolled in our full-day kindergarten programming. So that is our offering. We offer full-day kindergarten. So no worries, no need to come back in and re-register. You're all set to go. If you're still interested in half-day kindergarten, though, we just ask that you reach out to your home building administrator, and we can still accommodate that request. But we built a really amazing program, so we're really hoping that everyone sees that and joins us for our full-day offering.
Thank you. So I did see another question here, and it's actually going right into the next question for Corey Maynard here. So Corey, this one's for you. What are there before and after school care options? What are their options?
Absolutely. So we, just like someone mentioned in the comments, we do offer some collaboration with the Fox Valley YMCA in a program called our SAFE program. And in that program, it's offered before and after school at different buildings. And students are able to kind of do different things during that program. They work on homework, they can participate in games, activities. There's even, I think, a light snack, a light meal. So those things are all offered in that before and after school programming through the YMCA.
Nice, thank you. Okay, I'm just looking through here. Dr. Shimp, I think the next question is going to go to you. We're going to talk about the processes of how to register a student for kindergarten.
Yes, it's very simple. Much like any new student would register, if you go to y115.org to our district website and click on information, And then from there, go to registration services. You will see a link for the 22-23 kindergarten registration. So, and if you have questions or concerns, you certainly can call the school, any one of our elementary buildings, or you can call my assistant, Kathy Anderson, here at the district office.
Okay. Let me see. I'm looking through the comments here, and there's a question here about curriculum. Let me just bring that one forward real quick. And please feel free to answer whoever thinks they can talk on this point. Will kinder curriculum differ? Heard new phonics will be piloted. Is this correct? If so, it's exciting.
So I can speak to that. So our kindergarten curriculum is going to remain the same. So as Mrs. Anderson already said, our kindergarten curriculum is already a full day curriculum. Now we just have more time to do it. So as far as our content areas of ELA, math, science, social studies, that is currently already a full day curriculum. As far as our exploratories of our music, our PE, we're going to take next year to work on expanding that curriculum because, as you heard, they're going to have much more access to those teachers. So next year is going to be a year of working through those changes. And yes, you did hear correctly that there is a pilot going on with phonics. So that's not district-wide yet. We're looking and exploring what's going to work best with our students and how our students react to it and how our teachers feel about it. But you heard correct. All of that is happening.
There's another question here real quick about transportation options. Would anybody like to talk about transportation options?
What's specific?
It just says, what would the transportation options be?
That should remain the same as any other student. So there will be transportation. I believe there is a rule that if we do have some sort of boundary
1.5 miles.
Yes, yeah, 1.5 miles outside of the town district. So
yes, so transportation will be like any other student that attends our schools who's eligible for transportation.
I just like this one too. I'm going to bring this one forward. Ready? Woohoo! So excited. So, this is very excited. I'm so happy everyone's joining us here. We're at about 12 and a half minutes into it. So let me see here. Let me just get back here. So Dr. Schimpf, do you have any final thoughts about the gravity of this full day kindergarten and how it's going to expand and just be phenomenal for our district?
You know, I echoed Dr. Burke's comments in the beginning. You know, it's been a goal and vision of our board for so long in our community. And I'm so proud that our school board has been fiscally responsible over the years, both from a building standpoint, but also from just an overall budgetary standpoint where we can financially do this and support it. Our buildings are such, they've been maintained, and we've maintained class sizes and been able to project over the years so that when this time came, not only were we able to buy the We Grow Kids building, but now we can also support not only personnel, but the resources necessary to make sure our staff and our students and our families have what they need. So we're very fortunate that has occurred long before this event ever happened tonight. I also want to thank our teachers. Our elementary teachers and our kindergarten teachers have been working tirelessly over the last 3 or 4 weeks to put just a tremendous amount of time and effort into planning for this. And I just ask our community and our parents for patience. We still have some decisions to make. We still have a lot of work to do. We still want your voice to be heard. So if you have questions for our schools, for our teachers, for our administrators, please send those forward to us so that we can make sure that we're turning over every stone, making sure that all of our parents' questions are communicated with. We are planning future events where we have more details and more things to share. But really tonight is the kickoff that really it's going to be a game changer, like Dr. Burks has shared. When you think about early literacy and the socialization of students, it's going to pay dividends for our kids long after they leave the kindergarten classroom. And we're very, very excited for that. And what's not being talked about tonight, though, when you think about our early childhood learners and the facility that they're going to have and the opportunity for our teachers to teach under one roof and collaborate, and for those kids to be together, throughout a school day, it's going to play tremendous dividends for them as well. So really, it's a win for everybody. And it's going to be evolving. We're going to learn as we go. As we start the school year, we're going to make some changes as we get feedback, as we see the needs of our teachers and our students, and as we continue to evaluate the offerings at the entire elementary level.
That's great. Well, we are right now at just over 15 minutes, and I like to stay true to form. So we're here at 15 to 20 minutes. So again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And if for the panel, is there any last minute words, Dr. Schimpf? You wrapped it up so eloquently, but if there's anyone there wants to do a shout out to anyone before our final goodbyes. Nope, we're all good. All right. Well, again, thank you everyone for joining us. We look forward to doing more of these as we progress through. Keep following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you can watch the progress as it moves forward, especially through the summer. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Thanks to our panel, Dr. Burks, Dr. Schimpf, Dr. Cresson, Corey Maynard, and Stephanie Anderson. Thank you so much. Everyone have a great evening.
Thank you.